Natalie asked the question, what was the big breakthrough point for me in my business? Now, I'd been in business since I was 21. I had a web design company for 14 years. I started it from scratch in a very creative way. That's a whole another video. I'm very proud of how that happened. Always had happy clients, but nearly went bankrupt twice in my 20s. Just some bad financial decisions, committing to big leases, and then, yeah, just different things like that. And then during my 20s, my goal was always to make enough money that week to be able to go out and party or travel to somewhere in Europe that weekend when I was living in London. Just live a crazy, fun life on my terms, because I've never liked being told what to do. And so then what happened was nearly going bankrupt. It brought up a lot of shit for me. And of course, there was a lot of self-loathing, and you know, that it didn't go down too well. And then sorry, I thought I'd missed a turn off there. I'm going in a new shortcut. So when I was 29, I found out that I was pregnant with my daughter. And then I realized that it wasn't about me anymore, it was about another human. And clearly that this human, I cared a lot about this unborn human, and more than I did about myself, which raised a lot of growth opportunity for me, clearly. And so when I got pregnant with my daughter, I had to work my ass off, and we couldn't go down to one income, and I seemed to be working more than I ever had before, and I was lethargic. And so when I had my daughter, I only had 4 days off. In fact, when the day I had her, my waters broke at my desk, and I didn't want to. I had 2 websites that I had to finish, so I just said to everyone, hey, my waters are broken, but don't bother coming around or anything, because I've got to finish these 2 websites before I can go into labor. So sure enough, I spent the day finishing those 2 websites. And as soon as I finished them, I stood up from my desk and went, okay, I can go into labor now, and bang, the contraction started right then and there. So I did hypnobirthing with my kids, best thing I ever did. So 4.5 hours later, after the major contractions, I had my daughter, and I had 4 days off work. I spent most of my days rocking her to sleep on the rocker while I built websites with the other hand, and then my spare hand, because I was so stressed working so hard, I used to have the express pump, trying to get enough milk to feed her when she woke up. And I made the decision that this is absolutely no way to live, and that it should not be like that. And so I made a commitment to myself to look back over the years I'd been in business, what worked and do more of it, what didn't work, and never do that stuff ever again. So I was learning from my mistakes, sink or swim, right? And so that big moment for me was just the hard yards of sitting there at my desk, not able to feed my child because I was so goddamn stressed, because I was stressed about money and I couldn't not work, and it was extremely traumatic and stressful time. So yeah, so whenever you hear me talk about automate, delegate, delete, it's all about scalability, it's all about fun, it's all about systems, it's all about automating, it's all about doing less of the stuff you don't enjoy and more of what you do, and delegating to people that you trust. That all stems from that massive breakthrough moment in my business. And there's always, even now, sometimes I slip back into my old ways, and like I just took on last year in a week moment a bunch of done for you clients. Done for you is fine if you've got the right team, but I don't want to be a glorified project manager doing that stuff. So I've stopped doing done for you. I teach people how to do it, and I give people my team that I had before, and they can then use my team to delegate the processes too. So helping people streamline, systemize, automate, and just have more time for freedom and fun. So I've got 2 kiddies now, but if I was ever to have another one, isn't the plan, but if that was to ever happen, man, I'd have time to really enjoy being with that baby. So yeah, so hopefully that answers your question about the breakthrough moment. That was the biggest one, but there's always constantly new breakthroughs in business, because we never stop breaking through those glass ceilings, no matter where you're at your business. There's a new glass ceiling around the corner, and fears that we have to push through, and new things that come up that could stem from forever ago. But it's all about riding the wave and enjoying it. So hopefully that answers that question, Natalie, on my biggest breakthrough moment.